Hi, I'm Lisa from Injury Recovery Coaching, and I welcome you to this fourth video of the series, Finding Your Path Forward. If you haven't seen the first three videos, please do. It'll provide you with some information that you didn't really learn in the rehab process, information that can help you as a stroke survivor move forward and adapt to life outside of stroke. We all know that stroke changes you. It changes the way you think, it changes the way you act, it changes the way you move, and it may have changed your perspective on life. You are different, but that doesn't make you any less valuable. You're important, you're worthwhile. There's a reason you're here on this earth living right now. And I want to help you find that reason, because you deserve a life worth living. But if you look at the video series prior to this, hopefully this is all starting to make sense. We started out with forming a vision of where you want to be after stroke, what's important to you, what's changed, where do you want to go? And we looked at your self-talk, changing the I can't to the I can, or I want to, or it's okay, or I'm going to try this. Okay, we're looking at ways that you can nurture yourself in that respect. Thirdly, we looked at goals. How do you set goals that can really motivate you forward to get you out of the stuckness, to get you out of the routine? And then today, this video, we're going to help you begin looking at what are your strengths, your assets, your uniqueness that we can really begin focusing on that will help you overcome some of life's obstacles. So let's get started. So let's take a look at you now. You survived stroke. You got through the rehab process. How did you do it? I want you to think about your strengths, your abilities, your personality characteristics that you relied on, that you used to get through that experience. It's not easy. So there's something about you that drove you to get through it. What was it about you? What was your drive? Think about maybe what motivated you. Also, how have you gotten through this experience of stroke up until now? You were in rehab, you got through that, now you're home and you're surviving this. It may not be to the degree you like, but you're surviving it. You are alive. And there's something about you. There's something either you're telling yourself, there's some wonderful qualities about you. There's something that is motivating you to keep going, to survive. And so what is that? Also think about what have others said about you that reflect on your strengths. Your family knows you well, and what have they said that, wow, I can't believe you're so you're so strong or motivated, or you've used your humor to get through this, or you've turned to your spiritual belief to get through this. I don't know, but what have others complimented you on in how you've gotten through this process so far? Then I also want you to think about what obstacles have you faced in the past that you overcame, and how did you overcome them? So, in looking at life prior to stroke, what obstacles have you faced and how did you handle those? How did you cope? And I want you to begin thinking about these things, and really, if you can write them down, great, write them down. We need to, put every effort you have into this to really get a good understanding of what your strengths, assets, and uniquenesses are now. If you have a hard time, writing, go ahead and record yourself on the phone or on the computer. Or as I had mentioned before in a previous exercise, get on Pinterest or start collecting images from the computer of ways that represent your strengths and assets. I want more than just a mental picture in your own mind. I really want you to begin looking so you can step back and have it written down or have it on the computer and see that, yes, this is really an accurate reflection of who I am. And from there, then you can begin really focusing in on how to overcome some of the problems that will arise, because they will, and how can you begin using your strengths to get through that. So what we've talked about in these videos, in this video series, are the tools that can really get you started in getting back into your life in terms of getting back into some meaningful activities. And the big thing I want you to think about is not the physical limitations that you're facing. Those continue to work with, continue to improve. I encourage you to do that. But this series is taken a more emotional approach to things. And this is what everybody needs to work through in moving forward, no matter who you are. But I wanted to share some of these principles with you because, as I said before, I know in the rehab process, they do great on getting you stronger and learning to adapt physically to things. But the coping aspect, the renewing of your identity, isn't so much addressed. And that part is crucial to moving you forward because you're not the same person you were before the stroke. So I know this is a lot of information to take in. Sit with it, review it, try it. If you can take this information and run, praise God, that's wonderful. If you feel like you need a little support in taking some of this information and applying it, I do want to let you know that I have a self-guided workbook that you can use, and then I'm available for consults as needed to get you through that. Just visit the website, injuryrecoverycoaching, and you will find that. And then also, I do want to offer you, if you know that you want to make a change, if you feel like you're ready, that you're tired of being in a rut, that you're tired of this life of stroke and you're stuck in it and no one understands what you're going through, if that's you, I want to help you and I want to be there to support you, encourage you, and guide you through that process. So I do offer a 12-week program where I offer one-to-one weekly consults and ongoing emails to support you through it. I offer encouragement, accountability. It includes the workbook, but you have to be ready to step forward and do that. And the thing is, with life, no one's ever ready. We're never ready for anything that approaches us or that hits us in the face. But sometimes we just got to make that commitment that, yes, I'm worth it. I need to move on. I know I'm living for a reason and I'm going to find that purpose and I'm going to find that way. So if that's you, if you're ready to move from confusion to clarity, if you're ready to step beyond stroke into a meaningful life, then I would love to help you with it. So Again, injuryrecoverycoaching.com. And, just if you want to leave me a comment below, I would love to hear from you. So hope to talk to you soon. Blessings.